Hello everybody, hope you're all having a fantastic day. The title of this video is When You Find Your Twin Flame Coming Much, Much Closer and They're Matching Up in Every Way. So I'm going to be talking about we know that your twin is going to be coming in, and if your twin is going to come in and you have a pattern where you believe that you can't, for example, do anything right, they're not going to be able to connect there. This is what it's like going in on an even more subtle level to tidy up these energies so you can have clear communication. Communicating from this level, everyone does. Everything one does. They're going to think they're doing it wrong. You can't do nothing right. And it's not going to be comfortable. You don't want to feel like you're to blame for anything, especially when there's nothing to be blamed for. Give this part of yourself a little bit of space to express freely. Choose to stop any self-judgment. Bring in loving acceptance, more self-acceptance. Let yourself know in this place that you can't make a mistake because the divine is working through you. And everything that happens on purpose. Even when we trigger other people, it's all perfect. There's never any reflection of unworthiness. Your divinity is always intact and whole. There's never any reason to be hard on yourself. Putting pressure on yourself never serves you. The divine never asks you to do that, so you can let that energy go now. Instead of feeling pressure, call in greater peace. Let the peace take hold, relax. Choose to always go deeper with yourself to the next feeling. You are created enough. You are created as more than enough. You are perfection itself. Nothing can ever change that. You're created to be desirable. Nothing can ever take that. Choose to acknowledge that you are good enough for yourself. It's really taking the time to work through all this very thoroughly. Enjoy every moment you spend loving yourself. Show up for yourself and be present as you allow any bad feeling to leave. Feel whole and complete with being with yourself. We're choosing to be ourselves, choosing to partner with ourselves, choosing to be at peace with ourselves. This is what the work is now about. Choose to stop feeding any illusion. Choose to take back your power from any external situation. Choose to stay in the joy of your inner reality. We're doing a very thorough clean-up mission. We're going into every little corner in consciousness. It's okay to give these things time and do it properly, rather than rushing our way through. Settling energy is being healed through at this time. It may be a good idea to revisit the energy of times like these in the past when shit went down. Oh, sorry about the bruises. Had a bit of a fall on my hill running holiday. Right, enough of that. Yeah, go back to times in the past when stuff went down. Turn your attention to whatever feelings come up. Connect in there. Show up with love. Give yourself exactly what you need. Divine truth. Love is real. Love is for you. It was yours all along. Choose to release any feeling out of alignment with this truth. The only reason we settle is because we think that love is hopeless. That's the reason why many divine counterparts are silent and detached, like over there, because at the core of their being is this fear that they can't reach it, they can't access it, they have to be numbed out to it. One can only drink it off of their mind for so long, and then it comes back. But because illusion isn't real, only love is, no matter what one does to themselves or what method they use to numb out, the truth is the truth. And they will crack open. They will reach rock bottom. And the truth will be there, that only love is real. And it's time to get healing. And that's what we've chosen to do in this life. So even if your twin flame has pulled away in the past, please know that it wasn't a mistake. It simply would have been the most compassionate way to move forward. And now, if you've been doing the work, you should be able to feel like your twin flames energy is much, much closer. They'll be able to feel you, and as you've been expressing and expanding your energy, they've been doing the same. Receive their energy. Make them welcome. That's what we're doing. We're tidying up the energy that in the past was tied to where there's still little pockets of I can't have this. But you're feeling them in your heart. You're connecting to them in your dreams, no doubt. You're feeling the blocks together and you're healing them together. They're matching up in every way. You'll be able to see more and more evidence of that, but it's more important to see the evidence, feel the evidence of that on the inside. You'll sense them showing up for you in every way that expresses your own personal intimacy with them, your own personal relationship, your own personal way of expressing that energy. Everyone has their own special way, and you have yours. Popular fiction and drama talks a lot about the impermanence of love. This work is about transcending the world of view of relationship, and for good reason. That reason is the way the world sees relationships isn't real. This isn't about relationships as much as relationships, R-E-A-L. That's what we're having. The world doesn't yet widely know this, and it's okay to allow others to work it out, because they will get there. They just haven't transcended it yet. They haven't realised that they can have more because they're in a settling for less pattern. And the idea that everyone else is having a great time isn't true. Everyone is settling for less. They think the next relationship is the one that's going to make them happy, and it'll be the one in which the buzz will last forever. But we're actually the ones who are formulating that for real, with the foundation of something eternal. Do the mirror exercise throughout the day. Otherwise, how can we be in union if we don't mirror our way through a conversation? You have to be able to do that. Just practice self-love throughout. It doesn't need to be more than that. And choose to recognise that you and your twin flame are one in every single moment. The feeling of not enoughness is exactly what keeps one from their twin flame. There's a lot of that coming up in the collective to process at this time. It's about taking everything and applying it. Surrender, have compassion for yourself and your twin flame. Realise they're going through their own process, and you may notice that as you go from a state of relief, having completed the last piece of healing, straight into a state of turbulence from going deeper into the next layer. Oh yes, your twin flame will be holding the towel for you as you go deep. If you communicate with them, whether it's internally or externally, speak lovingly and be yourself. You're not doing it to get anything, and with every upset that arises, carry on loving. Little bits of doubt may come up for uprooting piece by piece. It's an inner dialogue. Catching the moments when doubt creeps in. You don't need to fix it, just choose to love the divine there. Call in more of that. Any third party situation has no power. Remind yourself of that when that thought comes in. Your twin flame is your heart. And if they're in another so-called relationship, they're not connecting on a heart level. Because their twin flame is you. And the twin flame is the only person in their heart. It will never feel right for anyone with a third party. It always feels off. It always feels disconnected. The other person can't reach you there and they know it, and you can't reach them there and they know it. If you're in a situation like this, either with yourself or your person, please know that your twin flame isn't over there they're experiencing, they're not over there because they're always with you, but in another sense they are going through their own process over there, experiencing difficult things, experiencing intricacies of the kind of relationship that they don't want to have, and getting clear so they never have to go back to those patterns. Clearing them out, it's also common for one counterpart, one or both maybe, to go from one false twin flame experience to another, or a catalyst experience, before reuniting with their true twin flame, everything they couldn't learn in one relationship, they may have had to divert into another relationship-based learning process. But one can't exit a long-term relationship or marriage without having processed it. There will be stuff to learn there. With rebound, one is taking their problems with them into the next relationship. Their purpose on their journey now is to heal relationship. Your twin flame needs to recognize you. And the way to do that is to know what they don't want. Then they can see you clearly. The third party doesn't connect in the heart of your twin flame. You know how it feels when you do something with your heart. And you know when you're not connected there. It feels like night and day. Hell is the illusion of the absence of the divine. So tap into your spiritual source within. Fill this space with divinity. Going deeper and noticing places where we were perhaps too numb to feel before. Call in greater awareness and presence. The collective is going deeper with the divine, deeper into trust. Can you feel the energy shifting? When we go deeper, the good place we were at sometimes seems to go away because we've got to the next level, and the stuff that prevented us from going deeper comes up to be cleared. So it's okay if things look like they're going to pot. Be compassionate with yourself and be compassionate with your twin flame. If you're brewing for a communication, it's okay to reach out and express what you've been doing from a place, God, this is embarrassing, from a place of having healed. Do whatever your heart guides you to do. Okay, everybody, I'm going to end this message here. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.